I would like to give a big shout out to Don from Not So Pro for his generous contribution to the Las Vegas Boxer Rescue. Thank you, Don.
Don't let your life pass you by.
Venetian, $600 day 1A. Looking to bag and tag. Play the Rio 365 day 1A tomorrow. Let's bag and tag. Stick to the plan. 250K guaranteed for this event. 250K guaranteed for the Rio event also. Started with 20,000 chips, chipped up to 32,000, then just lost back-to-back pots with Ace King and Ace Queen. Pretty unfortunate, but we have 26,000 going to 300 big blind. See you in 2 hours. Of course, we lose to the fish, eating sunflower seeds, spitting them into his hand and putting them on the table next to him, then raising 80% of hands. Of course, Ace Queen is no good versus sevens. Where would be the justice in that? On a side note, there's a direct correlation, glitch in the matrix, if you will, that if someone you hate at the table for whatever reason, if there's something about them that just irks you, if you're nine-handed, there's a 12 to 15% chance any one player will knock you out. If the person you have much hatred for is still in, they will knock you out. I don't have any significant statistics on this, but the universe works in strange ways, and the pain of losing a poker tournament is often compounded by losing to the one guy that you by far hate the most at the table. So although the solution to this would be avoid pots with the hated guy, whether it's because he's taking up your leg room or he's scammed the poker community for millions of dollars and yet he still is freely playing 1500s. Whatever your reason for the hatred is, you shouldn't go out of your way to avoid them. You should play your cards normally and not let emotion get involved. I can see correlation between negative emotion creating more spite calls against certain players trying to knock them out or win pots versus them, but I really don't think that's the case. I wish there was a live prop betting app on you could bet on who knocks you out without it being influenced by anything. I'm guessing the simulators probably have such a device, and this is their way of toying with me. Well, congrats, simulators. You won this round. The goal is to day 2, the Venetian 600 on Sunday, and day 2, the Rio 365 on Monday. Double final table would be quite a feat. Let's do it. $16,000 going to 300 big blind with ante. Some guy 3-bet us after we lost a big pot. We gave him the death stare. Then I did some lip syncing of some mean things. Seems legal. We're gonna get more aggressive now that antes are kicked in. Images were on full tilt, but our game is still on point. So we're going to take advantage of their false perception of us. See you in 2 hours. Blinds 1-2, 25 ante. Under the gun makes it 525. Old man under the gun +1 calls, as he's been doing with 80% of his hands. I think about isolating, but I think the under the gun is pretty strong here, and he might 4-bet us, so we just flat with ace-3 of spades. 2 more calls in late position, and we see a flop 5 ways. The flop comes ace, 6, 3, all clubs. We have a vulnerable 2 pair. Under the gun checks. Old man bets a random amount like he always does. It's 800 this time. I want to raise for value and protection against an additional club coming out, so we make it 2,500. Another elderly gentleman flat calls on the button, and the small blind calls. Old man folds, and we're off to see a turn. The turn is an offsuit deuce. There's approximately 12,000 in the pot, and we have 11,000 in our stack. I'm so excited that I have 2 pair, I don't really stop to think what these callers of the 2,500 bet range should be. If I would have thought more about it, I probably would have check folded, because odds are one of them has a made flush or a set. The best case scenario I can hope for is someone has an ace with a club and the other one has a low flush that they're going to fold somehow. My 2 pair just can't really be good here, even though it is 2 pair and I should check fold. But I got carried away in the moment, and we went ahead and shoved all in for 11,000. The button calls. The small blind shakes his head and folds. I show my ace-3. Button shows king 10 of clubs for a flush. Small blind said he had ace-3 also. We're drawn to 2 outs. River's a brick, and we lose most of our stack. Just an error in judgment. It happens. 14,000. Going to 500 big blind. We're down to 1,500 after a bad turn shove with 2 pair. But we built it back up, found some good squeeze spots with our short stack, some dead money. Almost 30 blinds going to the next level, 40-minute levels. The structure is great, so we can pick our spots and hopefully bag tonight. Blinds 250, 500. We have a 9,500 chip stack. Under the gun +2 opens for 1,100. Middle position calls 1,100. Button calls 1,100. Small blind calls 1,100. We look down at queen, jack of hearts in the big blind. The safe play would be to flick in the 600 and see a flop 5 ways. But I prefer a shove because only one person can really call us, or there's a good chance it can get through all, and we can realize our equity post-flop with our queen jack of hearts against one player with the dead money in there. Negates our out of position standing, and I'd rather take the aggressive action, as you may know by now. So we shove all in, 9,500. Original raiser goes all in, and we're heads up. They have pocket aces. The flop comes 10, 9, 3, 1 heart. The turn is a queen, and the river is a 4. And we are out. And we are out of the Venetian $600, 250K guaranteed. Find a great squeeze spot, queen jack, run into aces, and that is it. Try again tomorrow, 5:10 p.m. Shouldn't be much traffic. 5:10, leaving the strip. Walk of shame. Drive of shame. So much shame. We're here with Akira.
Hi.
Jeff Boski's YouTube channel. She is here from Nuru Musaj. Big fan.
Thank you very much.
You're the best. Thank you. Was it DVD ASA or something?
Yeah, but I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I will forever miss it.